Was she mad at you? If you knew or understood why she loved, realize why she is precious, she important to us. How much she means to the future without the damage is done. You stand accused, the abuser who murdered daughters and sons. Kissed by stars, shadow killer light from afar. Eyesight with a spark, search for what she find in the dark. Small in the frame, big brain, mountain the heart. Good with a secret, no shame, like her, she smart. Maybe inside another life she find us a fine arts, but we ain't born with choices, so she hopeless when life's hard. Lost and alone for nigga, live finding a way. Making alliance, be a loyal dog and wait for a day. The corner warned to the street lights, begged her to stay. The curb heard the crosswalk cry as she walked away. The church was hurt, praying she was one they could save. A disappointed system couldn't make her a slave.
If I could get past the day, I'd do it all a different way. I'd give myself half a chance. I wouldn't call the devil out to dance. If I could just catch a break, the differences that I can make, the type of pain that I could take. Yeah, I die before I choose to break.
There she is, I see how you look at her. You wish you could protect her, cause you see something good in her. You see what we all see, there's more than just the hood in her. We can see her greatness and devils trying to shoot at her. Chaos under madness, junkies trying to shoot her up. Old men trying to give her babies, white wolves out to chew her up. She more than just a throwaway, it's more than just to shoot 'em up. More than just a poor girl, this cold world is using up. Tragedy, travesty, the murder of her majesty. Complete and utter blasphemy, end result catastrophe. Generations wiped out, the future is a casualty. Anything concerning her, I prefer you asking me. Also do it candidly, in a low tone with reverence, or end up in a box standing over you a reverend. She's sacred far as we concerned, this here is a holy place. Big brother, she chose to blow holes to your face.
If I could get past the day, I'd do it all a different way. I'd give myself half a chance. I wouldn't call the devil out to dance. If I could just catch a break, the differences that I can make, the type of pain that I could take. Yeah, I die before I choose to break.
Played to an early grave in a game she thought she could play. She might have made it a business to be a business one day, but all that business is finished. No hope for words left to say. No more lessons from mistakes. No graduation day. No getting over the awkwardness of being a teen. No more late nights on the block, pearling blunts for the team. More tears and vigils, more blood stains the streets. More division between the living, cutting flesh for the beef. Vengeance is on the table. This revenge is so sweet. Insatiable is the appetite, awaken the beast. Irrational thoughts and actions make the most sense to me. What's happening is gonna happen. We gon' die, we eat everything, every single motherfucking piece. And even then, no comparison to what you owe me. I have nothing, and only one thing left to gain. I promise I'ma walk you through flames, screaming a name.
If I could get past the day, I'd do it all a different way. I'd give myself half a chance. I wouldn't call the devil out to dance. If I could just catch a break, the differences that I can make, the type of pain that I could take. Yeah, I'd die before I choose to break.
Running away, no one is there, no one to save us, nothing to spare. How can I change what? We landed here, it's not the same sun, this is despair. One of us came up, none of us cared. They want to change up, life isn't fair. It's how we made, huh? Now you aware. It's why you fear us, this why you scared. They over the hilltop, I see them right there. They'll wait for the kill shot, they'll sit and they'll stare. If we got a real shot for us, it's up there. We're hopeless if we stop, they'll kill us right here. Living in death's den, run through the best winds, storming the front gates. Whatever gets us in, whatever gets us over, whatever helps us win, whatever we must do. Rescuing our kids, as long as they get through it, don't matter if we live. God chose to bless you, I'll take all that death gives. I'm into this war ends, in memory of dead friends. Hope of a new way when all of this death ends. Who can we call on? It's me and it's all y'all. We're here by our lonesome, nobody to fall on. Flesh in the dirt, fire to ashes. Fate getting closer every moment that passes. Running away, no one is there, no one to save us, nothing to spare. How can I change what? We landed here, it's not the same sun, this is despair. One of us came up, none of us cared. They want to change up, life isn't fair. It's how we made, huh? Now you aware. It's why you fear us, this why you scared. Show me a safe place, does it exist? It must be a wasteland where nobody lives, that nobody knows of, where nobody's been. Where we at is warfare every time you can get. What you can't get is real love and fucking respect. Set up for failure, a life of neglect. If none of us stand up, we'll live with regrets. If we rise, we might die, I call that a good death. What would I live for if I am oppressed? How can I raise up with the world on my chest? Who's gonna save us if you and I rest? They shoot us in cold blood when under arrest. Lock us in cold cells, consider it home now. Cut off from emotion, our feelings are stone now. Our buildings are blown out, the madness is so loud. It's dark and there's no sound, we gotta go now. Running away, no one is there. No one to save us, nothing to spare. How can I change what? We landed here, it's not the same sons, this is despair. One of us came up, none of us cared. They want to change up, life isn't fair. It's how we made, huh? Now you aware. It's why you fear us, this why you scared. The illness is prevalent, natives malevolent. Hunger, starvation now, no hope for a heaven sent. Kiss the babies goodbye, say I love you to wives. Grab your weapons, get your steps in, we gon' ride when it rise. The sun mean what when it's blinding your eyes? Put the wind to your back, leave them facing the sky. Put the pain in the dirt, raise your bloody fist high. Use your brain, do the work, strategize and survive. The rush of the dust up, the thrill of the gun bust. The satisfaction of our reaction when there's no one to help us. The spoils of war, the hunger for more. The passion of how we smashing what we hate through the floor. The rage, the loneliness of dead on the page. To cleanse this land, gotta burn more than just sage. Crush the cage, body and soul unafraid. Kill them all and set them ablaze. No running away, no one is there. No one to save us, nothing to spare. How can I change what? We landed here, it's not the same sons, this is despair. One of us came up, none of us cared. They want to change up, life isn't fair. It's how we made, huh? Now you aware. It's why you fear us, this why you scared. That's why they scared, y'all. Salutes. Salutes. Welcome back to Shy Ill Reacts. I am your host, Shy Ill. And we are back in the building. Salutes to y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. I just took a look and my stream deck is acting funny again. Didn't restart the system before I did this, so that happens. But we here now. Salutes to y'all. I appreciate y'all for being here. All right, we're going to hang out for a little while. Hit the lights. Boom, we're going to hang out for a little while and kick it. Salutes to y'all. I appreciate y'all for being here. All right. Salutes to the usual suspects in the building early. When Jizzle was giving me the business earlier for not being here on time. Sometimes I'll be like, yo, I'll be there around 5. Sometimes shit happens. You know what I mean? It's the life I live. It is what it is. Salutes to y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. All right. Shout out 030 North in the building. Salutes. Jonathan Pantoja in the building. Salutes to you, sir. Felix Reyes, I appreciate you. So much soul in the building. Salutes to you. So much soul. I appreciate you. For anybody that's a sneakerhead out there, go find So Much Soul on Instagram. All right. For all the sneakerheads, a lot of good information and dope sneakers that he shows on there. So salutes to So Much Soul for showing up. I appreciate you. All right. Shout out Young Jizzle. Salute. I haven't cracked one open yet. Maybe there'll be some inspiration for this coming. We'll see what happens. Salutes to my brother Old Soul in the building. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to hang out for a bit, all right? We're going to cover a couple of things. We got, Diddy sorry. We're going to talk about Diddy being sorry, all right? We're going to talk about commenters, all that good shit, all right? Salutes to y'all. For those that haven't joined the Discord, after the last live, I was a little bubbly. I went in the Discord, went in the voice chat. Everybody went to sleep early on a Saturday night. Was it Saturday night? It might have been Friday night. I don't remember. But yesterday I was supposed to go live for the fight. The fight was mad early. There was construction going on in my apartment. So, there was no way to go live. Fight happened real early. Usyk pulled out the victory in a very close, very competitive fight with Tyson Fury. I was giving him his props, but now it seems something came out. A little video of him hitting an inhaler in the middle of a fight. Some might not think that that's a big deal. As far as I'm concerned, if it's not something that's within the rules, it's a big deal. All right, you get same thing with Panama Lewis. with the one that I mixed. For those that know who Panama Lewis is, all right, the one that I mixed. They give you these antihistamines in the middle of the ring, give you a burst of energy and oxygen, and it's just not a good look for boxing. So we'll see how that goes. I'll cover that over there on the Head Kicks channel. Let me drop a link for the Head Kicks channel for those who have not followed me over there. I plan on having a Jake Paul Tyson, get together and a live stream for that fight as well. So here's the Head Kicks channel. I'm gonna drop that in the chat. Taking my time today, y'all. Salute y'all for being here. All right, boom, we got that. Head Kicks. Give me a sub over there if you have yet to do so. If you're a fight fan, I'll be covering all the fights that I can over there. We'll be doing live streams of my reaction to the fights. You won't be able to see the fights themselves due to copyright issues. We all know YouTube's on my ass. They shut down the last live that we did. I had to clip some shit out of there and get it back up. They shut us down for the Diddy award show footage. They shut us down for. So, it is what it is. Salutes, Young Jizzle. Usual suspects in the building, right? Also, we have the Discord link. I was in the Discord the other night, and I just stood in the voice chat. I played music. I hung out. I was all by my lonesome, but I had a great time. All right, salutes. All right, next time y'all in the Discord, y'all see me up in the voice chat, feel free to jump on in, talk some shit. All right, salutes IB. So what's up, team? Hope y'all having a pleasant Sunday. Had a good weekend. Yes, I hope so. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Salutes. We got the chat is in subscriber mode. All right, you gotta be a sub for at least 5 minutes to be able to come in here and talk your shit. So salutes. Discord link is in the chat. All right. Jonathan said we growing and popping everywhere. We on they ass. No diddler. All right, Bobby D says salutes. Just hit the like button. Happy to be here. Go Mavs. Salutes to you, Bobby D. I appreciate you for hitting that like button. For anybody who has not hit that like button, please do. All right. IB says sorry they trying to keep you down, Shy. They trying their damnedest, boy. I've been putting in the work. You can't. My mission has always been to be undeniable, and at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, nobody could ever say it's been for a lack of effort. All right, that's a fact. All right, salutes to y'all for being here. I appreciate you guys. All right, everybody knows. So boom, we got the Discord link in there. I'm gonna drop the Ill Shop link in there. There's the Ill Shop link. And I'm going to drop some other playlists, per usual. For those that haven't caught up, don't know about the Flores twin story, we got my coverage of the Surviving El Chapo podcast playlist. We got my coverage of the Cartel Wives book playlist. Right? Boom. Salutes to Rub on the check-in from Cali. Appreciate you. So like I said, Diddy is trying to BS everyone. But we slicker than that, huh? We slicker than that. We see what you tried to do there, Diddy. You tweaked. Yo. IB said your time is coming, if not here already. I'm here for everything it owes. Believe that. Not just here. Wherever I'm at. I'm there for everything that's owed. Believe it. All right? Rob says, sup, San Jose, Twitter, Fremont, Tesla, Elon Musk. Salutes. Salute San Jose, man. Right? Dan Sosa from Jersey, checking in. Salutes to you, sir. Appreciate you being here. Right? So what have we been covering lately? We've been covering a lot of people's favorite heroes being chomos and pedos, right? People are mad that we've been not exposing, but just shining a light on what's already been out there as far as cartel bosses such as Mayo, Chapo, so on and so forth, being into underage girls. This seems to have ruffled a lot of feathers. Got a lot of people upset, but we're getting a lot of love too. I'd like to think that the love outweighs the hate. It absolutely does. All right. There's a lot of people that be in the comments. They don't be in the chat, but they be in the comments talking shit. In the comments, it's very easy to be, anonymous and, pretty much everyone on the internet. Easy to be anonymous and talk tough. It's just the irony that I hear from people that like to be like, they like to say outrageous shit first. They come in hot. They say outrageous shit, right?
And then those be the same people that when you say something back to them, they say, you would never say that to me in my face. First and foremost, I would. Secondly, you're anonymous. All right? This is my motherfucking face right here. Right? Right here. All right? You anonymous. You would never say that shit to my face. And it's like me arguing with you in the comments doesn't make no sense. You know? Me arguing with you in the comments when there's so much love that I could be giving back that's been given to me from commenters that are on some positive shit. Now, mind you, your opinion is okay. You can have an opinion. I'm never going to come at you over your opinion. I'll come at you over hypocrisy. I'll come after you over picking and choosing. Because a big theme that's been happening around here is, we're talking about underage girls, assault, all of this stuff, human trafficking, all of this stuff, and people are concerned that, the twins are liars, the twins are rats, the twins are this, that, the other, right? Somebody put in the comments today, I'm surprised that the cartel hasn't come for them. Well, why you ain't surprised that the cartel ain't come from Vicente, right? I don't be here to defend the twins. The twins are highly capable of defending themselves, all right? Capable and willing to defend themselves on a regular basis, right? What I defend is the truth, right? And the truth of the matter is, you're picking and fucking choosing. Because if you're not surprised about Vicente, and Vicente spoke too, Vicente cooperated, Vicente ratted, but you're not talking about him, right? So how can I take you as genuine, right? But again, it takes a lot of time and energy to explain and present evidence to fools. And what do I always say? There's never enough evidence for a fool, right? So if you want to troll me and you want to call me out my name, you want to talk crazy, from now on, if you want a response from me, you're going to have to do it over the TTS link, man. You're going to have to do it over TTS. You're not going to get a response out of me unless I choose to. But the people that I feel like I'm just giving too much energy in this, because the troll's always just going to change the narrative to whatever they need it to be to win their argument, right? That's just always going to be the case. It's never not going to be the case. You say the sky is blue, they're going to say the sky is orange just to get their point across, right? Well, you're going to have to spend at least a minimum $2 to troll me, all right? It just is what it is from now on. I'm going to drop the TTS link in the chat. So if anybody want to troll, you can be anonymous, all of that shit. I think y'all, the dudes that talk all of that shit in the comments, anonymous, pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't really matter. I'm I really don't give a fuck. Rub said, why did Tupac tell P. Diddy he's gay? Jeffrey Epstein, people with cash. Twins are not liars, they are real. That was big. When he did that, I saw that shit on YouTube. All right, we're trying to keep up with you, Rub. Salutes to you. IB said, what motivation would they have for saying any of this if it wasn't true? That's some low-level mental gymnastics, and that's the thing. Like, I have so much energy to put into a lot of things every day, and again, this channel gets a lot of love. I appreciate the twins for what they do. They come here, they can go a lot of places. There's a lot of outlets that would gladly and happily have them. The usual suspects know these outlets, you know what I'm saying? The Johnny Mitchells, the this, the that, you know? Rub said Vicente, when he did that, it's common knowledge, he cooperated, right? But they want to pick and choose. Me, I'm always going to defend the truth on this side. Or I'm going to defend some kind of common sense, some kind of logic. And if it's not there, I ain't trying to hear that shit. And if you want to talk that shit to me and get a response from me, you're going to have to put the $2 donation down. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to put the $2 dono link down. And again, you can be anonymous if you like. All right, here's the Streamlabs link in order to get a TTS, and here's the Power Chat link to get a TTS, and the Power Chat link offers the other voices, like the ones that Jonathan be using and shit. So, boom, those two links are there. If you want to talk your shit to me and get a response, you're just going to have to, if you want to troll me and call me out my name and all of that shit, you're going to have to drop the $2 donation. Otherwise, call me out my motherfucking name, you know, talk some gangster shit to me. And then people be accusing me of deleting their comments. No, that's YouTube. Now, here's the problem. Here's why I'm saying that you're going to have to start responding to me through the TTS. Because YouTube has been trying to knock me down for responding to these people saying outrageous shit. All right? Just today, YouTube sent me a notification that said, hey, you can't be talking crazy to people in the comments. We will shut you down. All right? My thing is, I'm looking at a bunch of comments that's talking crazy to me and I can't respond. When I respond, I get strikes. Well, this channel means more to me than these fucking trolls do. You know what I mean? The opportunity to come here and speak my mind to a group of people that want to hear me speak means more to me than the motherfucker that just comes online just to be the dude that talks negative and talks crazy. And, you know, there's a range of these people. Some of these people are sitting in their mother's basement in their drawers, but some of these guys are losers that have lives and money, and they're sitting around disgusted with their own life, and all they want to do is, you know, spread their bullshit. You're never going to see these faces saying something positive somewhere unless it fits their agenda, unless it's against somebody that they don't fuck with, right? So, you know, if that's the case, you got to pay to play. You got to play to play. Your donation will look something like this, and you can say whatever you want. Again, you could put your name on it like a man, or you could be a coward and put your faceless, nothing anonymousness behind it and get whatever it is that you get out of it.
Test user sent $50 test message.
Boom, you can have your hate spewed right on the screen like that. It's just going to cost you a minimum $2 donation. Otherwise, shut the fuck up talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of dudes calling me, I know what they are, but they trying to tell me what I am. I know what I am. And if you want to know what I am, then all you got to do is do what you say you're going to do. But for me to respond to it, you're just going to have to drop a TTS, period. No, Jonathan, stop being sorry, man. Fuck these motherfuckers. Stop being sorry. Jonathan said, I'm sorry I got out for a few minutes, but I heard my name. I apologize if I offended anyone with my power checks. No, I was simply saying there's a Streamlabs chat and then there's the power chat. The power chat is the one that has all the voices, like the ones Jonathan be using. But don't apologize to these motherfuckers. And nobody was offended anyway, but I'm just saying, if somebody was, save your apologies, man. They fall on deaf ears on the internet. You know what I mean? Salutes to you. But again, you want to talk shit to me, you want to troll me, you don't want to get timed out of the chat for 24 hours, you don't want to get banned from the channel where you can't type, because they're going to keep watching. If there's one thing that I've learned on the internet is that they'll stop. If you make them stop typing, they won't stop watching. That's what blows me about these guys that come in there talking all this shit, and they be like the twins this, the twins that, but y'all are their biggest fans. I get more views from y'all than anybody, and that's cool. But if you want a response from me, and you want me to tell you fuck you personally, you're going to have to do it through the TTS. Pay the $2, you got to pay to play. All right? F you, pay me. Period. Rob, we don't know nothing about Elemental Sun right now. I haven't been covering that. You know, we kind of got our hands full over here with all kind of shit, you know. Yeah, we're not sure, Rob. That's not the topic of conversation today, and we don't know. We haven't been covering that story. We've been over here covering what I think is important, and what I think is important is outing all of these child S offenders. You know what I'm saying? All these human traffickers. Jonathan, you stay trolling shy with your aggressive positivity. Jonathan said Cosa Nostra definitely still on here if I was a betting man. And he's not blocked. He's not blocked in the Discord. He's not blocked here. He ran his mouth. He gave us a bunch of voice notes talking tough and all of that shit. But like I was saying, he's one of those guys. These guys that be stuck at the house, you know, they hate their life. They got a wife, they got kids, they hate their life, and they ain't got no power at home, so they use their power on the internet to run their mouth. Right? I could ban them and I could get them off the channel to where they can't type, so I don't have to respond to their dumb ass. But they'll never leave. He's definitely around here. I wouldn't be surprised, Jonathan, now that his name has been brought up, that he don't pop up out of nowhere his damn self in about 15 seconds. Who knows? All right. Boom. Rest in peace, Mac Drake. Salutes. IB and support. Way too supportive. You way too supportive. Salutes, Jonathan. Salutes, IB. Yes. F these rapers. Salutes. Freeway City Rays. ¿Qué onda, compita? There are a lot of would've, should've, could've guys out there at the end of the day in Mexico. Telling on your competition or enemies is seen as a business move. Everything over there is a tactic. Everything is a business move. They lock you up, it was a business move or a tactic. They snitch on you, business move or tactic. Tie you to a tree, business move or tactic. It is what it is. But everybody wants to defend one side or the other when both sides is horrible, or all four sides, or all the octagon, all of it. It's just horrible. All right. So again, you want to troll me, suckers? You're gonna have to pay the $2. Pay to play. Fuck off. Run up. Period. You know. It is what it is. All right, y'all. Salutes. So boom. Those links are in the chat for those that want to use those. What else we got here? I gave y'all that. Boom, boom, boom. And we got the playlist for the Flores Twins exclusives. All of our Flores Twins exclusives that were done specifically on this channel with us are on this playlist. We have the live versions, I believe, and we have the uncut versions there. That's it. F you, pay me. It is what it is. Be mad. What you gonna do about it? Rest in peace, Rope 30. So yeah, so boom, Diddy came with his apologies, y'all. Did they ever deal with muletas? That's not the conversation we're having right now, Free City. I don't know who they are, but that's a question to ask the next time they're on. Who knows when's the next time they're on? I might say we gotta wait till after we're above 10,000 to get them on. Again, we had a guy today. Like, here's the thing, man. And I give this to y'all as something that y'all could take with y'all in life, and you know, don't alienate people when you're trying to put them up on game. You know what I mean? You know, just because somebody don't know something, or you assume somebody doesn't know something, doesn't mean that you have to come in there with an attitude, right? Because the reality is this, that so many people don't know shit, that when they do know something, and they figure out you don't know, they want to ridicule you about, you don't know this, and that, and the other, right? Had a guy today come in the chat after I put out that video that I put out today that did extremely well considering where our numbers been and how we've been doing. It did very well on a Sunday, which was surprising to me. And he came and he was like, "See, this is why you got to be monetized before you put out one of these videos. And you know, you should have bought somebody's channel from Chicago that wanted to sell their channel and all this shit." And he's giving me all this advice, but he's kind of like, y'all can go find it. It's on the new video. And I'm like, yo, I've been monetized since season 1 of Surviving El Chapo. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh, you're slipping by not being monetized. And I said, am I still slipping? Now, let's see if I get an apology. Probably not. So why should I be proving motherfuckers wrong on the internet when they're never gonna acknowledge where they fucked up? You know what I mean? Salutes, Freeway. He said, my bad, just got out. No, I appreciate you. Yeah, we don't know this, though. This is a good question to ask them. We'll ask them next time they're here. So, you know, just don't be a dick if you know something. You trying to put somebody up on game, be you know, have some integrity with putting them up on game. Don't be trying to ridicule people because they don't know the one thing that you fucking know. You know what I mean? It is what it is. All right? But that's just where we're at with it, you know? You're gonna troll me, you're gonna call me, and people don't like when you direct with them. They leave, they don't come back. They still listen. They troll you, and I've seen this again. You guys have heard about the online community that I come from. It's ruthlessness and lawlessness over there. You know what I'm saying? So some lines have to be held. And if I tell you that I have a fucking name, and if I'm calling you out your name when I read it up here on this screen, don't call me out my motherfucking name. And then you get frustrated because of that. That's your problem, right? It's just an example. There's many examples. Right? You think Buddy's going to say, oh, my bad, you not slipping, you monetized, I should have shut up. Dude not going to tell me that. He's not. It just is what it is. It's the internet, right? But he can say whatever the fuck he wants if he paid the $2. Pay the $2. $2 minimum, papas. All right? Salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all being here today. Again, let me get through this chat. Rub said Google's the real boss. YouTube's the underboss. If you got a channel, you work for Google. Huh? Consider me a Google employee then. And you right. Google's the boss, YouTube's the underboss. But I've been screaming since video became prevalent on the internet, and you could ask some of the guys that worked with me back during my music days. I've been screaming, how can we have our own fucking YouTube? Now the technology is there where people have their Kick and their Rumble, but YouTube has become such a giant, that it overshadows wherever else you take your content. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Shout out Big Blanc from the O for showing up. I appreciate you, sir. Better late than never. Always got the replay. Bobby D said, don't let the trolls take your energy. They're just online tough guys. This is just the facts. These guys have convinced themselves that, when they, you motherfucker. And it's like, Papa, you ain't going to do shit. Why are you wasting this energy? You can't even spell correctly. You don't even use apostrophes. You don't even use commas. You ain't figured out a period in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? So, again, if you want to troll me, pay the $2. With that said, Diddy got an apology, y'all. Right? Let's play Diddy's apology and let's talk about it. All right? Seems to be the same sentiment all over the internet today about this video. Again, this is me looking at him the same way I looked at Drake when Drake decided he was going to speak a whole defense of himself against these allegations that Kendrick put on him. Now, my question is, a lot of people are worried about if Kendrick was just saying that that Drake is a chomo just to say it, and that all the people around him are shout out Freeway out of here. Said I turned on notifications. Check you next time. Salutes to you, bro. Is Kendrick just saying this shit just to say it, or is he on his Jaguar Wright shit and he's basically letting the cat out the bag? Hey man, these dudes is getting away with this chomo shit, right? Or was it just a battle tactic? Either way, it made him look bad when he went up there saying, come on, the police would have came and got me already and this and that. Saying the normal shit that we see these guys say to Vitaly when Vitaly is chomo hunting, right? Diddy decided he was going to defend himself all the way across the board, right?
Reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom.
It's amazing to me, being an actor, that this guy right here isn't a better actor when he's an actor in TV and movies. Because this shit right here, son.
But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help.
Better help.
I had to go into therapy and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
Hide behind God again?
I'm so sorry.
Smeagol looking man.
But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Oh, that little at the end when he puts his head down and hit the button. Oh, that's called the button. He added a button to the scene. Ah, shit. Rub said they all are. South Park Mexican, aka P. Diddy. Tupac would be laughing at this Diddy bullshit. Absolutely. So much so said, and I'm only apologizing because I got caught, right? Because so much so, wasn't it a couple of weeks ago? It was none of this shit is true. And what did we say? We said if one of these things is true, he's popped. You know what I'm saying? And now there is unadulterated, untouched evidence that one of them things was true, you know? So he's popped. Big Blanc said the shithead says he's disgusted but completely dismissed her threats and called her a liar. Right. Now, there's a comment that I might want to read later. It was a comment from Zoraida, talking about how shit. Because remember, I was saying the worst money he spent was that settlement money because it didn't settle nothing for him. It actually opened more doors. And as far as she was concerned, she said, man, if he do what he did to her to me, I'm coming for everything too. Getting the money and putting him in jail. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. I have no problem with that. I just better never find out that somewhere in this 10 years that they were together, him and Cassie, that she had anything to do with any of the little S workers, like 50 would call them, were doing as far as, trafficking these young ladies over borders and this, that, and the other, right? Grooming and all that shit. Picking and choosing who they were bringing to the freak offs. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be thinking you could blame Jonathan for that. Jonathan's the one that made me think about that a long time ago when he asked the question. Do you think she probably jumped ahead of this because she might be facing some kind of charges? Okay. Now if she had nothing to do with none of it, salutes to her. Get your money, do whatever you're going to do. This fool, he called her bluff. And that money was, he could have kept that shit for lawyers.
So difficult to reflect.
I hate Instagram. Let me see if I can find the end because that shit at the end is hilarious.
On the darkest times in your life, sometimes you gotta.
Rub DEA, Rub Deal. We're not talking about that right now. I'm sure they had somebody on their payroll. Bobby D said never apologizing to the victim. He apologized for what he see on the tape. Let's listen again. Hit 'em Up is a real song. Hit 'em Up Part 2. I don't know if I agree with that because women in those situations sometimes can't leave that easy. Again, I'm with you. If she couldn't get out, but 10 years, dog, eventually she got out, right? Like if you could do it in 10, you can't do it in 5? Or were you a willing participant for a certain amount of time? And then he started wilding out on you extra. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know those things. So I can't assume. You know what I mean? But I'm with you. If she was under duress all that time, but goddamn, 10 years, I feel that way about the producer too. Like, Papa, you went to a lot of parties. You was on a lot of yachts, doing a lot of production for a long time while you saying that this shit has happened to you. And if you did these things, Cassie included, off of the promise of Grammys and a career and a lifestyle, well then you weren't a victim. You was there with a give and take. You was willing to eat his shit. And I meant that figuratively, but who knows with these situations. You was willing to eat his shit for the Grammy and for the career. And then what? When it didn't work out the way you wanted to, did it go left? That don't make him any less guilty. It just makes other people more guilty than they let themselves out to be. And I don't know that to be true or not true. You know what I'm saying? Salute Perfecto J777. Great content as always. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. So I'm with you on that, Big Blanc. There's a fine line in there somewhere, There's a fine line in there somewhere. It's illegal to hit women in Mexico. I don't know, dog. I don't know the legalities in Mexico. I don't know how much legal means in Mexico. I don't know how important legal is in Mexico. There's so much shit that is illegal from the legal side that who can call it? You know what I mean? Who can call it? Let's listen again. Let me see who he really apologizes to.
Do that. I was fucked up.
About you? You was fucked up?
I hit rock bottom.
You hit rock bottom?
But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
Your behavior. Okay.
I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Okay.
I'm disgusted.
Oh, the look away, boy. I'm disgusted. Just the look of shame. My disgust. It's fucking disgusting.
I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help.
I went out and sought out professional help. He didn't say I paid for her to get some some therapy as well. Now at the Grammys, he was like, Cassie, for putting up with me through the dark times, right? Right here, he don't even mention her name. Who he sorry to?
Now they're going to therapy, they're going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
Ask God.
I'm so sorry.
He's sorry. To who?
But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day.
Committed. Your business is done.
I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Truly sorry. Watch the look down. I gotta get the YouTube video so I can snap a picture of that shit and keep that shit. You know what I mean? Also said money will do that. No morality. All dignity out the window. And that's what I'm saying. Like, 10 years is a long time, man. All right? People say, oh, Shy, you taking away from the victim. No, man. I'm just trusting humans to be humans sometimes, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? What dogs say, trust a snake to be a snake. Like, IB said the Western concept of legality and the concept in most of the world are drastically different. Legal for who? Exactly. Legal for who? Look, here, if you go to California, you got a pedo and a chomo has more rights than a chomo hunter. Think about that. So, legal for who is the right question. Rub said, true, shout out Shy Ills, #1 channel on YouTube and X. Salutes to you. Zoraya say he full of shit. Alright? Full of shit. I believe he's full of shit too. I think it was Lil Duval said, from looking at this bamboo shit up here, is he in Bali with Russell Simmons already? Or wherever Russell Simmons is at? Who knows? P. Diddy's on his domestic voice shit. Yeah, no, there's no take that.
It's so difficult to reflect.
No take that. It's just so difficult to reflect. I'm sorry. The fuck out of here. So last week it was all lies, and this week he's truly sorry. Truly, it wasn't truly last week. IB is this week. Puff don't give a fuck. He's sorry he got caught. It's who he is. Period. He's sorry he got caught. We should put up a poll. I'm going to put up a poll for the duration of this stream. Do we think, or do you think Diddy will end himself? Or let me do it. Go to prison. End himself. Get out scot-free. All right? That's the poll. Poll is up. Get your votes in. I'm going to leave that poll up for the duration. Do you think Diddy will go to prison and himself or get off scot-free? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Salutes 298 Sosa on the check-in. Appreciate you. Thank you. Ivy said, dude, that's what I was thinking. That does look like Bali. Yo, he could already be under Russell's tutelage. He was under his tutelage before, right? 298 Sosa said, what did I miss? What did you miss? Nothing. I addressed the trolls, told them, F you, pay me. Right? In order to troll me, call me out my name, any of that shit, you gotta drop the $2 dono. And now we're talking about Diddy's false apology to we don't know who. We don't know who he was apologizing to himself for getting caught. So the poll's up. Sean John Company went to hell. I mean, a lot of people's company, it ran its course. He made a lot of money from it, and then it was gone. He is, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Ivy. He's too self-centered to off himself. You got a point. Got a point. He's not looking good. His son did the same mistake, opened his mouth. Right? 50 said, who's advising him over there, man? This guy should have kept his mouth shut. What's he talking about? You know? I don't know, man. This guy's looking like bad business. Let's see if anybody got an opinion on anybody important got an opinion on his apology. Let's see what Gene Deal thinks about this bullshit. Well, I don't know if he even dropped anything today. 3 hours ago, how Diddy treated J-Lo. How he treated, this is an old video. Let me see. Everybody's giving him the middle finger. They're doing it like this. I guess this is allowed on YouTube, not this. I don't know. Y'all tell me if it's this one or is this one allowed. Cause man, you can say whatever you want to the content creator on YouTube, but if the content creator speaks, boy, they threaten his channel. Oh, look at this. Gene Deal, that's the title of this video, is Gene Deal believes he will unalive himself. Oh, meant to say he's in Kuta. It's a town in Bali. See, I didn't know what the hell that was. Closest to the airport where people go party. You been to Bali, IB? Diddy done did himself in, gave her a whole shout out at the awards. Now he thought he could say her name at the award show, but he can't say shit about the he can't say her name in the apology video. He wildin'.
Do you think Diddy can come back from this? Because a lot of people saying it's over for him.
Oh, it is over for him. Come back to where? To be in the entertainer business? Listen to me, man.
It is. It's over. Who's gonna want to stand next to him?
And I don't want to bring this guy's story up because it's old. And I know he's trying to live past it. But I'm going to bring it up anyway.
Who, Michael Vick? What are we talking about here?
Ray Rice.
Oh, shit.
His wife spit in his face. And he did what he did on that elevator.
Is that what happened? I didn't know that.
He ain't played one football game after that. Nowhere that I know of. He may have went overseas and played or something like that. I don't know that to be true. But he didn't play in the NFL, a hell of a running back. He ain't played not one down in the NFL after that. No endorsements. Nobody's going to have anything to do with old boy. And when they come out with this other stuff, he going to come back to work. I wouldn't be surprised if he do the ultimate sin. His suicide. Because bruh, he's such a narcissistic that he couldn't stand.
There you go. This is him talking to your point, Big Blanc, right here. I don't know what he said. We about to find out though.
His suicide.
Damn, you gotta say it again. That was me.
Because bruh, he's such a narcissistic that he couldn't stand not being somewhere and not being seen. His whole life, his whole career was about him being seen in the public. It was about him, taking everybody else's dreams and making them his. And now, him nor his kids would profit from anything from Bad Boy or Sean Puffy Combs again.
Done deal.
His kids is gonna suffer behind this.
Wow, man, that's crazy to hear, man. And you knowing Diddy, you think it's a good chance he might take his life?
He was talking about taking his life at the City College thing. Yo, D. Ferg, ASAP Ferg's father, say, yo, man, we gotta watch him, man. This nigga talking about killing himself.
D. Ferg, ASAP Ferg's father, and the person that drew the Bad Boy logo, amongst other logos in hip hop.
I say, so let him. Gotta watch him, man. This nigga talking about killing himself.
Now, what he's talking about is the event where Diddy threw an event and people got stampeded and run over and unalived.
I say, so let him. If you're that weak, I said, let him. And he said, Eugene, why you say that? I said, man, listen to me, man. He ain't no good to nobody if he talking about hurting himself. His life don't belong to him. His life belong to God. What he should be trying to do right now is work his way towards God now, for real, and not that devil he been worshiping. That those people got him believing, you understand, that's the true God. Because everything from what I know, since I've been around him, you know, everything that's gone forward has been that of the devil. The drugs, the alcohol, the partying, everything has been of the devil. And he's been leading not only himself, our people.
So who's he praying to in his apology then, huh? Who's he praying to in his apology?
Into some kind of damnation through
Who's he hiding to, who's he hiding behind in his apology?
his actions.
Yeah, I'm just in disbelief, man. I mean, to see his downfall. I mean, he been on a long run, man. So, you know, to see this is crazy, man. I mean, how long has he been famous?
It's not crazy. Everybody
Nah,
knows
so
coming
you gotta
one day.
realize he didn't get his fame until after he made that, you know, remember, you gotta remember this, Mighty. I said he made the atmosphere for Pac to die. He made the atmosphere for Big to die. He created the atmosphere, you understand, for Suge Knight to go to jail, because that's what came out of his mouth. So that didn't happen. His fame didn't really he didn't really come famous until after the death of Tupac and the Notorious Big, brother. So that's like 97. He went on that whole Bad Boy tour with the #1 song in the world, Missing
Be
You,
missing you.
where he
That he had to pay out of his ass for the sample clearance.
stole the thing from Sting and the where he stole the thing from Sting and the music from Source Money, the lyrics from Source Money. Didn't even want to pay that man his money. Waited all those years to pay that man his money. He was stealing people's dreams, man. He's the cause of a lot of people's death, and people ain't gonna see it the way I see it. But when you steal somebody's dreams, Black Rob probably could have changed his life. Probably could have changed the way he thought. Probably could have changed the way he was doing business if he wouldn't have stole G-Dep from him. If he would have treated Craig Mack in the correct way and not try to steal his music, use him in the way that he used Craig Mack to catapult the Notorious Big, Craig Mack's life could have been changed. If he would have never set up the atmosphere and had Big out there in California and bringing Big to that party, the Notorious Big life may still be here.
And according to Gene Deal, you know, Big didn't necessarily want to stay in LA. Puff was pushing he stay in LA. Puff pushed for that party. Gene Deal did not want to go to that party. 298 said Ray Rice was a beast, but definitely wrong for that, bruh. It's like, bruh, like, you know, he'd have probably hurt her better by just leaving her broke after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wildin', bruh. This is crazy. I would have thought he was too much of a narcissist to do that, but I suppose that would be the situation that would push even a narcissist and egomaniac to off himself. And that was along the lines of what I was thinking is like, Puff exists out loud. I don't know if he can exist in confinement. Ivy says, I feel like when he says God, he actually talking about someone else or something specifically. I was thinking about this earlier today when thinking about that award speech. He got stung with that one. Stung with which one? But yes, you're right. Like he could be talking to anything, anybody. The God of his choosing. You know what I mean?
If he wasn't trying to put the Bloods against the Crips, well, they was already against each other anyway, but use the Crips. Maybe Tupac wouldn't have never had that altercation. But if ands, and buts were candies and nuts, like I always say, Christmas would be every day. And I understand that. But he set up the atmosphere for a lot of people. Wolf set up the atmosphere between him and BMF. Come on, man.
And there's so many names left off that list. He created the atmosphere for Jadakiss to say on radio, it's worth killing and it's worth dying for. It's worth pushing a refrigerator off a building onto somebody. The fact that they were getting robbed and stuck up for their publishing. You know? Oh, he got stung. Ha! All right? I missed out on the dad joke. All right? The timing was off. Salutes. Got stung with Sting's publishing rights. Salutes. But, you know, he created the atmosphere for the Locks to dislike him that much.
They say one day you got to pay the piper.
And those guys, the Locks, you don't see them. They're not the kind of guys that go out their way to dislike somebody.
That's why he getting that smoke.
Sauce Money, you brought his name up. He had an issue with Diddy?
For years, Sauce Money is the one who wrote that Missing You, bruh. The number one song for it was a number one song on Billboard. I think he did more than Elvis or anybody. Probably Whitney Houston. But Whitney Houston's the only one did like Triple Diamond or something. But that Sauce Money was like the number one song, and that's what catapulted him into stardom. He didn't pay Sauce Money for years. For years. And Sauce Money wouldn't say this, but I know this to be true. He did a diss song on Puff. Sent it to Jay-Z. Jay-Z called Puff and said, yo, my man, you don't want that diss song to come out about you. This is true story. I think Puff sent him $100,000 or something like that.
Listen, man, it's a lot of validation for a lot of people with that tape coming out. It started with the lawsuits and more talk, but we've been hearing this talk for over 20 years. But it came to fruition. Things that people that they called haters. You think those trolls that been trolling Gene Deal all of these years? Who knows? Maybe Gene threw a little extra grease here and there. Hey, he out there. He been out here getting interviewed for a lot of years. You know what I'm saying? Doing his thing. You know, the first time I recall seeing him talk about it was in that documentary. It was I forget his name, I forget dude's name. The British dude that did the Biggie Tupac documentary, like this thrown together mess. And Gene was on there talking about what he saw that night. And, you know, for years after that, you didn't hear nothing. And then when he was starting doing these interviews and stuff, all these trolls, all these haters called him a liar, called him a hater. You just hate that Puff came up. You just hate that he's successful. You just hate this, that, and the other. You think all those fucking trolls are going to come back and apologize to Gene Deal now? Nah. They're not.
And that was, but that could have been about 8 to 10 years after that came out. You know how much money he made and show money and everything he did on that? It's crazy.
Yeah. Come on. Y'all don't remember the dance with the light beam through the thing and he was dancing back there with his white suit on? Yeah. His chickens came home to roost. You know what I'm saying? All right. Salutes Artie Slang on the check-in. Appreciate you. Big Gene, much love. Salutes to Big Gene, man. You know, they're not going to apologize to him. All right. Shout out to Art of Dialogue also. Y'all can go check out that video on his channel. I will link it in the description of this and the edited version. But They're not gonna apologize to Gene for all those years. Salutes Ivan on the check-in. I appreciate you. Tupac security got killed. Yes, he did. Frank Alexander, another one. It was just too much strange shit around all of it, man. Around all of it. 298 said, bro, they never even broke up. He knocked her ass out when she came out defending him. Him saying she was over it. Everybody else should too. Yo, for real? That's, again, is that Stockholm Syndrome? Is that love? You know? Is it fear? Is it ignorance? Or is it just, man, we can't give everybody credit for being as smart as anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's Neil deGrasse Tyson. Or Terrence Howard. You see, Terrence Howard's gonna crack open the secrets of the universe. Everybody gonna laugh at him, but nobody's gonna come and apologize later. It's not gonna happen. Jonathan said, unfortunately, life don't play out how we would want it to. Yeah, no, it's not. It be like that sometimes, you know. Puff didn't think it was going down like this. You know what I'm saying? All right, a lot of these guys didn't. Yeah, rest in peace from San Jose, Frank Alexander. Yeah, Frank Alexander. And again, gone in a strange manner. If you listen to some people that tell the story, gone in a very strange manner. All right, let's see who else close to this has anything to say. Now, I started watching something from Jaguar yesterday, but she was already with the theatrics, and it's like, baby, just talk to me. You here to talk to us? Then stop with the... You're looking like Puff right now when you're doing that. That's why she didn't get through to me, and I changed the video. Shut your... Talk, speak, say something, you know? Damn, we going through them all. Rob said, Selena Quintanilla, too. Salutes to her. Let's see who else spoke. Right? J-Lo gotta be thinking about the bullets she missed, huh? She dodged a lot of bullets, y'all. Let's see what this poll looking like. Yeesh. It's not looking good for Diddy. Make sure y'all get in the poll, y'all. We got a poll in the chat. Do you think Diddy will go to prison and himself or get off scot-free? And where's Meek Mill today? Meek Mill didn't have nothing to say about this whole Diddy shit. He been defending them all this time. Let's see what Uncle Luke got to say. Because remember, Uncle Luke was like, hey, man, they trying to bring a black man down. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if Uncle Luke takes back his sentiment or... let's see. Yep, J-Lo is going to prison. Damn, J-Lo is going to prison, Rob, for what? What's she going to jail for? Well, let's see what Luke got to say, because Luke was definitely one of the early defenders.
Uncle Luke reacts after viewing the Diddy and Cassie
Shout out
hotel
Mac
surveillance
TV.
footage.
If y'all had my phone and people who sometimes use my social media, they take my phone away from me. They remind me, don't fucking say nothing about nothing. And this week has been crazy. It has been absolutely bananas. But my thing is, and I like going back to it. I video. This is how I feel, like everybody else. This is how I feel about the situation. And then I don't send it, Luke. Save the draft. Type something, Twitter. This is how I feel about the situation. Save the draft. I got more shit saved the draft than a little bit.
Gotta let it out, Uncle Luke.
Because
hit the like
I'm
button,
saying to
y'all.
myself, I don't have to, nobody, what the hell? I don't have to say nothing. Everything has already been said. But I want to say this part.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
All these people who were around when all this shit was going on.
Oh, look at him right there. Look at your boy. Your boy Stevie J. Has Stevie J been quiet? Somebody check Stevie J's Twitter, make sure he's alive. Yo.
If anybody's guilty, they are just as guilty as them. As the individual who did the dumb shit. I'm not gonna be around no dude, no woman.
Facts.
I'm not for them. I guess that's why I don't float in them circles, because I don't get invited to the little soirees and the little hidden parties and the little private deals and all that with all the furry going on and all that. They know not to have. They know not to. I don't play like that.
Absolutely.
I don't carry myself like that. So if I see anybody, and they know how I am, I love kids. I'm always helping people. That's what it's all about. If I was around something like that, I would definitely have said something. And for all them people who's around getting a check, turning a blind eye, all the security dudes who want to run their mouth right now for a check, you should have stepped to that man and said something right there.
Facts.
If you saw something like that going on. Let me tell y'all a little story about myself.
Uh-oh.
I was in the Bahamas. Saw a man beating up a woman in the Bahamas. My mom is from the Bahamas. I'll give y'all a little story. To this day right now, I can't go to the Bahamas. To this day right now, I can't go to the Bahamas. You know why I can't go to the Bahamas? I was in the casino at a golf tournament early in the day, and I'm at the casino at night, and this dude was beating the shit out of his girlfriend in the casino. And I went over there, but bruh, you ain't got to do that. It was another brother.
And here's the thing. The police will tell you, the thing they hate to arrive at the most is domestic violence. More people, get unalived in these domestic violence, interfering in a domestic violence situation than anybody, right? That's why people can't say, oh, you don't know, you don't know what you're going to do till you do it. Look, some people are different. Some people ain't going to step to that and get in the middle of that. And some people are absolutely going to do it. Some people are absolutely going to open their mouth. What happens is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's not the same. Everybody doesn't have the same temperament. Everybody doesn't have the same, demeanor about certain things. You know what I mean? Let me hit this chat real quick. All right, salutes Eddie Jimenez. Tardy, but I'm here checking in. Salutes to you. You on time. All right? Always got the playback, replay game. Shout out Nathan Wallace. He said Diddy is sorry he got caught, as the initial and continual denial as recently as a day prior to the video is sufficient to draw this conclusion. And again, Cassie's lawyer said the same thing. He said he's salty he got caught. He's apologizing because he got caught. Slim Thug did apologize. Again, his was a little different. His was, why you ain't say it then? Why you saying it now? You know what I'm saying? I don't believe you because of that. Me, I'm saying I don't believe you or not believe you. I just don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? We'll find out. We'll see what comes out in the wash. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. He said he was talking crazy too. Nathan said there's no deceiving anyone, as they have eyes and can clearly see what he did and draw the inevitable conclusion that his morality isn't one that is admirable and repellent. It's definitely repellent. But yeah, there's no arguing with that. Big Blanc said everyone's always heard things about him. Stevie J apologized too. We gotta look that up. I need to see that. Salute Big Blanc. Jonathan said Uncle Luke sounds like he may be talking about Gene Deal. Say it ain't so. What, with the Jamaica story? No, I don't think so. Bobby D said, Betty exposes everybody's dirty deeds before doing himself in. My thought is that if it's not him, somebody's going to expose everybody's dirty deeds. It's going to come out in the wash, and then we're going to see. Then we're going to see what was what. Artie Slang said Luke was right about Gene. He put himself in a lot of those situations. Oh, maybe I'm not abreast of what Jonathan was talking about, so explain it to me. What I don't remember. What did Luke say, or I don't know if I knew this or not. What did Luke say about Gene Deal? That he put himself in those positions? I mean, he was running with Buddy, right? Y'all let me know. Let's see what Uncle Luke talking about.
Brother, you ain't got to do that, bruh. Calm down. Hey, look here, man. Y'all calm down. Dude then snapped on me. All that. What the f*** you worried about this here and all that?
Right.
And I carefully gave him a 2-piece.
You got to be careful. Carefully gave him a 2-piece. You got to be careful at that point. Dude already out of line, out of order. Don't get in the middle of somebody's shit unless you're prepared to get in the middle of somebody's shit.
And then they came, locked both of us up, put me in jail then in the Bahamas.
Dang.
I go to jail because I'm beating this dude because he beat on this woman and I don't even know Buddy. I can't go there now.
So there you go. That's what IB was talking about when it comes to legalities. Legal to who? When the abuser has just as much, just as many rights as the person that's trying to, stop him from abusing anybody. Who has more rights in that situation? They don't care to differentiate. They throw you both in jail.
I'm still trying to get my paperwork straight. Can I fight?
Ask dude.
I ain't even going to answer that. I ain't even going to answer that. You want to see a whole bunch of scars on this right here? Shit, me. I rap about partying, having fun, girls and all that, because I won't be trying to incriminate myself. But I try not to fight no more. I'm too old. But me. So I'm still trying to get myself together where I can go to the Bahamas right now. Because when I went over there, didn't know this, I had to go back, go to court. The guy didn't show up. I'm thinking it's throwed out. And then what ends up happening, I go back 10 years later with my son, and then they stop me. Oh, you got a stop order because you beat up a guy in the Bahamas.
Oh, shit. Yep. Canada, too. Can't go nowhere. All right, so we heard what Luke got to say about the situation. Right? Somebody should have said something then. Let's see what Stevie J is talking about. Stevie J. Today. I need to know what he said today. All that other shit we heard was irrelevant. I don't know. I don't see nada on YouTube about Stevie J right now. Jonathan said, why not speak out or do something about it if you know Diddy taking liberties against women? Especially when Gene references Diddy partying with Ja Rule. Right. But from my understanding, he was saying there was women in the room too, and a bunch of strange shit. But we gotta look for Gene where he talks about the way he treated Kim or the way he treated Misa. Again, he said if Diddy went through that, if Cassie went through that, Gene said, I can only imagine what Kim and Misa went through. But my question is that would say that he didn't see what Kim and Misa went through. You know what I'm saying? What Luke said about Gene earlier in the video, all the security dudes that want to run their mouths for a check, you should have stepped to that dude and said something right there. Facts. But I don't think he can be talking about Gene because Gene ain't been working for him for years. Was he with him for Cassie? Let's check out this comparison that came out today on Cam Capone News. Let's see. I don't know when this video is from, if this is a flashback or if this is, recent, but we're about to find out. I know it was released today, but I don't know if he released it as
And
a
I'm
flashback.
like, at the time, our relationship, I was like his big uncle. So I'm not gonna let him do stupid stuff to get himself in trouble or me in trouble. So a lot of that stuff that is probably happened after I left, you understand, other than, you know, the swinging stuff that he did with Kim and other guys and everything.
All right, so he could attest to the sexuality of the situation, but he hasn't attested to no violence.
Okay, talk to me about that a little bit.
My bad.
I don't know what you want to know about that, Cam. You know, you talking about this is your girl, this is your woman. She didn't even have Christian at the time, but you bringing other guys in with her, and then sometimes be just other girls and her, then other guys, then guys and girls, and they swinging, they doing their thing, bro. You know, I guess that's what the industry is. They like to swing like that. You know, the rock stars do it. I guess the rappers was doing it too.
Was that stuff surprising to you, or were you used to it being around
Oh,
the
yeah.
music business?
I'm not gonna have, Cam, that's surprising to anybody. You know, who gonna have their girl having sex with another man because you can have sex with their girl, or y'all switching and nah, man. That's some beyond me. But I know it happens.
Mark Curry has said in an interview that Puff broke Kim Porter's nose when they were fighting on a yacht.
Mm.
Did you ever see anything like that or hear about anything like that?
I've never seen Puff put his hands on Kim like that, other than snatching her and grabbing her or something like that. But as far as I heard of the nose breaking. That was something that I heard of that.
I seen somewhere that, you know, he treated...
Hey, see, he didn't want to talk on that. There was an edit there. Who knows how that edit came about, but said he seen her grab them. Now, why did Mark Curry step? All right? Why didn't Mark Curry step to Puff over that shit? If he broke her nose, what? On a yacht? You can't even get away from me on a yacht. You know what I mean? Where you gonna run to?
J-Lo different than he treated Cassie and Kim.
Well, I know that I never seen him with the play fight like he used to do with Kim, because that's how it would start off. He would start off with the play fight, hitting her with pillows
Like
and
a
all
bitch.
like that. I guess
Passive aggressive Puff. Right? Testing his boundaries with play fights, pillow fights and shit.
love tap. I don't know that I wasn't into that. I've never been into that with women. So he would start off like that. Then it would always probably go up to something, a higher level, or where she wanted him to stop playing with her like that because he may have gotten a little too rough for her.
Because he's a punk and he's playing passive aggressive games to get to his aggression.
But I never seen him do Miss Lopez like that. And when J-Lo was around, I used to always just call her Miss Lopez. He would do the flirtation and like have a lot of girls around and then try to play her like that. But, you know, she would check that. And I put in my book one particular night where she was in the we was in the studio and a lot of girls was up there, and J-Lo got, you know, Miss Lopez got mad and she went home and she put on some jeans and sneakers and put her hair back into a little bun and a ponytail, and she came back to the studio and Puff had a new song for her because she was heated and he got rid of all those girls that was in the studio. So he never tried to, you know, straight up, you know, talk to her crazy.
He won't stay with a woman that'll stand that line with him. He won't. JFL said J-Lo spanked Diddy. Quite possibly.
Easy or anything around people. Never. I never even heard him raise his voice to her.
Okay. Totally different. Totally different than...
Totally different. But you got to realize with Kim them and most other people that I've seen them be around,
See, Puff had a machine behind him. J-Lo had a machine behind her. You ain't just gonna be treating, J-Lo however you want.
depended on him. Ms. Lopez didn't depend on him. You know, she had her own.
One thing I've seen a lot of people say was they want to hear from Young Miami.
It's because J-Lo's Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican from the Bronx. She ain't going. Not with him, at least. She likes dudes that she could destroy. You know what I'm saying? Not dudes that can destroy her. She not with that part of the game. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can find Mark Curry talking about this Kim Porter shit. Stevie J seems to be quiet. I ain't seen nothing. Let me try Googling Stevie J today. Last story I see about Stevie J is when he flexing on Puff in the gym. I mean, flexing on 50 in the gym. That's it. Where's Stevie J's apologies? Or he not going to defend Diddy from his apology and shit? Come on, man. See if we can find Mark Curry talking about this. Mark Curry, Kim Porter. Diddy's violence towards women. He wired Tim Porter's phone. Hit a producer with a chair. Let's see. Everything isn't on Google or the internet. It's out there, though. If it's out there, we can't see it. So I need it to be on Google. Stevie J has not apologized yet. Trust me. The moment he does, that shit will be on the internet.
Mark Curry, happy to have you on the platform, my guy.
Man, I'm thankful to be on the platform, man. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you, man. I mean, it's a blessing to have.
Your brother, that's bad boy for life. What it ain't, it ain't changed that verse than ever album anymore. So that's nothing.
Right. So I gotta ask you, right? You being a Porter bad boy at one point, news broke today that Diddy, he's stepping away from Revolt. How do you feel about that? And how do you feel about these lawsuits accusing Diddy of abuse?
Shout out Jonathan said maybe J-Lo peaked the difference in energy between 50 and Diddy. I don't know. She messed with 50? I don't think she messed with 50. But who was it? Was it? I believe it was 50 Cent was supposed to do it. Am I mistaken? If 50 Cent was supposed to do one of those big J-Lo records with her, and then somebody blocked them, and then ended up being a Ja record or something like that. I don't remember the story, but.
What do you think about that? You knowing Diddy, do you think he's capable of doing that, man?
Do I think? Yeah. Every man possibly is capable. I think he's very capable of doing it. It's in his character. That's who he is. That's what comes with power. That's what comes with arrogance. That's what comes with, what makes him. Power. That's just the selfishness to make you be like that. But with everything that's going on, man, you're looking at they dropping them left and right. Companies are parting ways with him. All of that's happening right now because he's tarnishing his own image. What I think is just what I call is a character assassination that's going on right now. So it
is not. It's a character revelation right now. It's definitely not a character assassination. Your character has always been your character. It's a character assassination if somebody is lying on you. But if it's the truth, it's a revelation. And a lot of people knew in their mind. Now we don't have to think about it no more. Corey Rooney tells some funny, violent stories, studio stories of him, Jenny, and 50. I'm sure. Sounds like a combo right there. Rob said, rug lords and men always fall because there is a woman behind the empire falling. El Chapo wanted the actor. It's not because of a woman. He was a chomo. He liked underage girls, so his downfall is his own. All their downfalls are their own. The decisions they make. But yeah, you're right. He thought he was arrogant enough to think he could have the actor, and it bit him in the end.
It's just another form to silence a man, to humble a person. You know how sometimes you got to humble somebody?
You're right.
Yeah, I think he's being, he's being humbled right now.
We got a tie going on in the, Rub, did you not know that Chapo likes underage girls? Does it change your mind about who he is as a man? I'm asking you thoroughly. Does it change your mind about who he is as a man if you didn't know and now you know that he was into young girls, underage girls? Jonathan said Irv blocked the music video on her remixes album. He's on the track, but Irv got Nas on the music video, so there was confusion. Thank you, Jonathan. There it is. Appreciate you. All right. Yo, this poll is tied up right now between he's going to prison and he's going to end himself. All right? I'm going to leave the poll up there. Let's let that breathe.
Which it took a long time. It takes a long time to humble an arrogant person.
So Diddy, he's an arrogant guy.
Very arrogant, selfish.
You can see that? You can see that.
All of those kind of things that you don't like. You do.
Salutes Rub. He said, yes, I saw the twins interview. He's a chomo. Yeah, so it's like, I can't blame no woman behind him. And I can't blame Kate de Castillo. But I can look at her in the same mentality that I think about when I say, are we sure that, the allure of Grammys and fame and money and awards and all of this stuff wouldn't make people shed their morality? Kate Castillo knows who he is, knows what he is. She's so thirsty for the story. She's so thirsty to be the one to get the fame from it. She's willing to overlook that shit. Until you're on the chopping block, then what? Oh, I see what you're saying, Rub. Bill Clinton, a woman. El Chapo, a woman. The only one winning are the women. Absolutely.
You don't never see in a true friend or a grown man. You know what I mean? Like, you're a grown man. You carry yourself like a grown man. He doesn't carry himself like a friend.
So you're not surprised when you hear Cassie say that, Diddy, he used to hit her and she had to cover up her bruises with makeup. You're not surprised when you hear that.
If Mark Curry has like early stages of what is it?
Because I interviewed Gene Deal and he wasn't around Bad Boy when Cassie was around, but he told me that, he did the same thing to Kim Porter.
Or you could take it before then, and then you can remember when Misa was dating Eric Sermon from EPMD, and that was her childhood boyfriend. Like coming up, they was the lovey-dovey couple, and it was back then. He used to do that with Misa. So and one thing I always say is, as a man, and as anyone in a relationship, we are
Parkinson's. That's the word I was trying to think. If he has early, because he's shaking a lot, but it could be anxiety.
Often go through these kind of things. So I've seen it in friends. I've seen it in him. I've seen fights. I've seen all kinds. I've seen fights where he have an argument, fight with a female, whatever it may be. I've seen it with my own friends. But sometimes you say, we all go through things, but once you have a sign of doing it over and over and over again, that's when it becomes a problem. You be like, so every relationship that you get in, you're violent in them. So you say, I don't have to wait to see what he would, I was around when Cassie was there. I knew Kim Porter before I knew Puff. I met Misa, but it was a history. When you have a history of the same thing, man, it becomes a problem. Something you do once or twice, you get over. First, you're not supposed to put your hands on a woman's the way I was raised. And the only person that really put their hands on women really is men who have feminine traits. So, it really takes a coward to put his hands on a woman. So, a man is so strong enough, we can just walk away. You can do, there's so many different things that you can do other than get upset, put your hands on a woman. But that comes from a man who's not quite a grown man. It's still a boy, like a bad boy. I'm wondering
if this is the interview about
Speaking of Kim Porter, because you knew Kim Porter, is it true that Diddy broke her nose?
Bust her nose, man.
Where were you?
but it was all, you know, insecurities. Anytime a man would go out his way to wiretap someone's phone or put taps in their homes just to monitor their conversation, that's a sign of insanity. So when you see someone doing that, you can imagine everything else they do. What do you think he's going to do if he found her on the phone talking to someone and or feels that she's cheating on him or somebody sleeping with his girl? What you think he's going to say? Ooh, I caught you. Ooh, I heard this. Nah, he's going to come in with the, you know, it's going to be a fight. But that's something that you've seen from the inside. When you're on the inside looking out, it's like looking at Blueface and his girlfriend always arguing on TV. They toxic relationship.
Horrible.
So when you're on the inside looking out, you don't really see them like fighting. You just be like, they tripping. They have this is their relationship. It's been going on like that with them for years. So usually when you notice Puff was in those kind of violent relationships with his females, this been going on ever since 2-3 years. This ain't just something that just happened. This ain't the first fight. It ain't the last fight. You know? Yeah, I know this story. I seen a lot. I seen him walking with scratches and bruises on his.
But he ain't say he saw him break her nose. He didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm just saying I was coming at this with the mentality of, if you saw it, why you didn't say something? Why you didn't do something? Right? He ain't say he saw it. He just confirmed that it happened. Jonathan said, I feel like Chapo may have wanted to transcend himself on some untouchable-ish, kind of like Big Meech's downfall, wanting to be bigger than life, but the law was already behind him. It's an arrogance. There's no, you guys tell me the guys that win. Okay, cool. At the end of the day, the Reaper come and get them. What did they lose along the way? What did they win? You know what I mean? Like, once the law is gonna come for you. You get big enough, they can't allow you to be that big. They gotta come for you. Daniel said he too arrogant. I think he gonna do unaliving by police officer. He's too full of himself. It's a possibility. I don't know that I see him going out in a blaze like that though. I think he'll do a crazy freak off and fent himself. Powder till he's outer. Rub's getting political about it. Diddy been carrying himself in feminine ways since the beginning? Diddy always been dancing in the videos, Suge Knight, Come to Death Row, all of that. He full of himself. I think he unalived himself by police. We shall see.
Face. And you be like, who scratched you up? I seen him walking with scratches and bruises on his face. And you be like, who scratched you up, dog? Who's scratching you? What, you had a fight with a cat? What's going on? You know. So he put his hands on females, put his hands on producers, executives. That's just his. I guess that's what the whole name Bad Boy comes from. That people don't really understand. What is it? What is a bad boy? Why did he choose that name? You know, like he never really gave a clear definition of how he feels about that name. Not yet. Could be bad business, bad friendships, bad blood, all of that kind of bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? Bad boy. Yeah.
So yeah, he didn't say he saw it, but it did happen. Who was there? What man was there? Was Stevie J there? Whoever was there, y'all pussy. Letting him run around, break girls' noses all over the place. I mean, Daniel said, or go missing. That's a possibility too. He might be missing already. We thinking he's in Bali already, man. Looking crazy in Bali. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. Salutes. All right, let's see what this poll's at. 35% he's going to prison. 40% he's going to end himself. All right. Keep that poll going. See if anybody else got anything to bring to the table here. I want to see what Mark Curry had to say about the
Recordings
video dropping.
just got better.
Let's see what he has to say about the video dropping.
Mark Curry speaks on the hotel surveillance video of Diddy and Cassie.
It's a lot of people. I be saying stuff to make people think, and they be acting like I'm slow and stuff. Like, is that really Puffy in the hallway, running down the hallway in the rant looking like he just finished and put his hands on that girl? And people was like, you know that was him. I knew it was him a long time ago. But y'all thought it was somebody else. I knew it was him. Right? Y'all thought it was somebody else.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
It's just now coming clear to you. Get mad at me because you didn't understand. Now you want to be smart. So everybody who be acting smart, you really making yourself look stupid. Because I'm calling. It's called trolling if you want to call it trolling. But goddamn, can somebody troll you? I'm trolling you.
There it is. You hear what he just said? That's exactly my point.
Making yourself look stupid. Now you want to be get mad at me because you didn't understand. Now you want to be smart. So everybody who be acting smart, you really making yourself look stupid. Because I'm calling. It's called trolling if you want to call it trolling. But goddamn, can somebody troll you? I'm trolling you. Act like you knew it all before it happened. You went and made a major report and wrote a book about it. I wrote a whole book about this. Bull. Nuts.
He said, y'all get to troll. Well, I'm trolling you. I can't troll you. That's it. That's what it be. All right, so he said it. I wrote a whole book about this shit. Y'all just acting now you finding out about it. All right, shout out Jonathan. He said, if we're gonna be real and accountable, it breaks my heart to bring up Dr. Dre being accused of beating his women. My brother's literally on a plane with his wife to Bali for 9 days. Ain't that a trip? Tell him we said to find Diddy for us, all right? Make sure he finds Diddy for us, all right? But yeah, Dr. Dre. Also with old girl, man, I forget her name, man. I was once the hip-hop historian, and I can't remember shit no more. It's too many things to remember. But D Barnes? Yeah, D Barnes? I think that was her name, D Barnes. He smacked her up on a video set too. Again, another man that's been accused of being bisexual. Another man that was accused of doing these type of things. You know what I'm saying? Drake. Trust me. As the thread keeps unfolding, more people are going to fall to the wayside. Believe that. Yeah, D Barnes. Salutes Young Jizzle. D Barnes. Daniel said, do you think it's capable of faking his death in this day and age? Nope. I don't think so. Too many cameras, too much internet. I don't see. Go get all the plastic surgery you want. I can't see anybody holding water anymore. Just like when they ask Jay or Pete about, did this guy survive and fake his death and this, that, the other? Like, man, y'all, that's a movie. Do people try? Yeah. Does it work? Who knows? If it did work, we didn't see when it did. Y'all give me the example. Young Jizzle said that's why Eazy-E said body slamming bitches making Jay a bigger man. Yeah. Eazy was gonna expose a lot of shit in his lifetime. He was silenced early. Women didn't have rights in the past. Now they're all victims. P. Diddy is a bully to women. They're not all victims, but the ones that are victims are victims. But then again, there's places like Mike Tyson where I don't believe what he was accused of. Same thing with Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Again, people say that I'm picking and choosing. All right, cool. But my gut feeling was always the same thing in those instances. You know what I mean? Always. Always. And I wasn't born this cynical. Humans made me this cynical. The world made me this cynical. All right? Believe that. What did 50 have to say? Let's go check out 50's Instagram. We ain't done that in a long time. Salutes hundreds up in the chat to y'all. Hit the like button if you haven't done so. We're hanging out We're talking what everybody else in the world is talking about. Again, I like to, my stories are different. We cover a lot of the Flores twin story here. We cover a lot of Cartel content here. But, I like to not cover the same thing that everybody's covering all the time. But this story was always something I said from the beginning. If anything ever pops off with something like this in the hip hop community that I love, I'm going to cover it. And that's where we're at. We're all C's. Tupac said that. Tupac said plenty. Salutes to Pac. Let's check out 50's IG. You wildin'. Let's see what we got here. Oh no. I can't even show. There's a video on the Chicago Critter on Instagram. Looks like these migrants are fighting each other in the streets in downtown Chicago with knives and shit. Menaced each other with large knives. Look at people trying to cross the street and these dudes are swinging butcher knives at each other. Bananas. I'll put the link to this in the Discord. Y'all can check it out in the Discord if you're in the Discord, but I ain't putting that shit up on my channel, that's for sure. Crazy. I don't want to have to shoot one of these motherfuckers, but Jesus. Oh shit, Anderson Silva versus Chael Sonnen in a boxing match in Sao Paulo. The world is tweaking right now. All right, I'm supposed to be finding 50 Cent. Let's find 50 Cent. Let's see what 50 talking about. He is right, and this was a bad PR move for Puff. All right, it was his business to keep his mouth shut, not to come out apologizing and talking about, his prayers and his vitamins and shit. You know what I mean? Let's see what Fifth had to say here. Stream Deck is not working. 50 said this is not gonna work. Who's advising him right now?
My behavior on that video,
It's unacceptable, and I take accountability. Cassie's statement from Meredith Firetog. Cassie's attorney said that he was only compelled to apologize once his repeated denials were proven false, shows his pathetic desperation, and no one will be swayed by his disingenuous words. Right? He ain't fooling none of us over here with that shit either. 50 said, I understand how she feels seeing him apologize, not addressing her after this video gets out. It makes it feel like he wasn't thinking of how she felt having to see it. SMH, where is his crisis management PR team? That was a bad move. Bad move. Bad move. And 50's gonna pour salt on it always. All right, 50's gonna be the one to make the live action TV show about the Diddy years. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna happen. It's definitely what's gonna happen. Let's see what else he got. That's it. I think that's all he got. This was the statement from the LA County District Attorney's Office. We are aware of the video that has been circulating online allegedly depicting Sean Combs assaulting a young woman in Los Angeles. We find the images extremely disturbing and difficult to watch. If the conduct depicted occurred in 2016, we read this already. Unfortunately, we would be unable to charge as the conduct would have occurred beyond the timeline where a crime of assault can be prosecuted. As of today, law enforcement has not presented a case related to the attack depicted in the video against Mr. Combs, but we encourage anyone who has been a victim or witness to a crime to report it to law enforcement or reach out to our office for support from our Bureau of Victim Services. 50 Cent says this is why they put the tape out. They know they can't charge them with what we saw, but they can. But they know we can't unsee what we saw. Exactly. We also discussed the other day where I don't know if it was yesterday. Was I live? No, I didn't go live yesterday. It was the day before. We discussed, who put that tape out. He paid $50,000 for it. Where'd that tape come from? Right? I don't remember who it was, but they said exactly what we were thinking. They said, well, if he bought that tape, then they got that tape from him, and the feds is the ones that leaked that tape. We haven't seen charges. They put pressure on him. Pressure in the court of public opinion. And they put that video out. Feds put that out. And they probably got that from his crib. After the steam conspiracy theories, if Diddy were to be found unalive, the floodgates would open. Oh, it would be somebody murked him, he didn't murk himself, or this, that, or the other. It's going to be a whole can of worms. All right? I think if he doesn't unalive himself and they come for him, everybody's already stepped away from him. He's letting all the information that he got out. He's got to. The lie detector test has determined this was a lie. This is a couple of weeks ago when he said enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I've sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy while he knows this tape is in their house or in the hands of the feds after they raided him. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear, absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. And that's why I don't believe some of you motherfuckers, because the truth is the truth, and it's separate from some of you. You know what I'm saying? Period. The lie detector test has determined this was a lie. Maury vibes. Right? Where is Stevie J, though? Where is he? He quiet. This is the video right here of Puff doing what he was doing, I believe. And 50 said, now I'm sure Puff didn't do it. Now I'm sure Puffy didn't do it. He is innocent. This proves nothing. This is what the lawyers are going to say. God help us all. Right. Spirits Company. That's it. Salute. CNN was the only ones exclusive to the footage so many years too late. Yeah, that CNN shit, to me, I don't believe it. CNN was the facilitator. They were able to take that video and do what they had to do with it, but they were given that video by somebody. And to me, if you ask me, it's the feds. They were like, let's put the pressure on this dude. And pressure indeed, so much pressure that he showed his face. He didn't come out of his mouth without lawyers from the beginning and say nothing himself. Right? Until that tape dropped. As soon as that tape dropped, I's got something to say. And that's it. He gonna say it. I got something to say. It's a wrap for Buddy. All right, man. Let's see where we're at here. I should have probably put a trigger warning on that video in the Discord because damn, it's going down outside. But again, Stevie J's been silent. I don't see nothing. So I think that is about it. If y'all got any questions, comments, concerns, drop them in the chat. And we'll go from there, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out on a Sunday evening. Diddy came out and apologized. What's wrong with that guy, man? How about Nori? Nori, you ain't got nothing to say? Nobody got nothing to say? Now that the video's out, nobody got nothing to say? Yo, the tape dropped like a day. Yeah, like what? Go ahead, open your mouth. Wagata, we'll smack your arrogant ass with this tape. And that's what they did. The tape dropped like a day or so after King Combs dissed to 50. Like, what, are you crazy? What are you doing? Jay, quiet, you know. Everybody that was quiet, even Luke. Luke had to say something, because if you came out and said something before and said that they was railroading him, and this video would have came out and you would have not said nothing, come on, man. What you look like? All right, but it's looking like that's it, y'all, man. Honey's up in the chat. I appreciate y'all. It was a good ass stream. We hung out. We talked to the commenters. We made it clear the trolls got to pay to play. F you, pay me. All right. Salute to everybody that was in here today. I appreciate you. Again, the best thing that the usual suspects can do for me is when you watch these videos, Watch them from beginning to end. And when you see the thumbnail pop up, click on it. Click-through rate and average viewer duration. Those are the two things that we can work on that'll get this channel, help get this channel propelled. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all for it. With that being said, if there's no more comments, questions, we're gonna end this poll. Yeah, we need a tiebreaker vote, y'all. Go to prison or end himself is tied at 36%. Damn. Jonathan said, Drink Chance, Joe Budden podcast, etc. need to speak on this or else. They speak on everybody else's business, right? They gossip the rest of the time. This is, Diddy done opened his mouth and confirmed what happened. Or confirmed that it happened. Right? They were all waiting for something like this. Well, you got it. You know? You got it. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. We got more votes on the poll than we got likes. That shit don't add up. Let's do this. Hit that like button on the way out. Let's get this algorithm going in my direction. All right? But Drink Champs, Joe Budden, all of them, they got to say something now because the excuse before was, and I heard Joe, we could look up Joe. Joe was on Spaces and he bucked back. He said they're going to talk about it this week, right? So yeah, I won't look it up because it's probably in the middle of a long ass conversation. But he said they are going to talk about it this week. But it's like, enough protecting Buddy. All right? And if you're going to shit everybody else, then put your 2 cents on Diddy. No Diddy. Pause. You know what I mean? Put your 2 cents in. Let it be known. Right? All right, man. Salutes to y'all. We're going to go out the same way we came in. Please, again, hit the like button on the way out. Hold on. We still stuck, man. I got to stay here to this vote. If we get one more vote in either direction, it's a wrap. Big Blanc said, all right, I got that wrong. He said he would apologize. Context for clarity. What do you mean, Big Blanc? All right, I got that wrong. He said he would apologize. Who said they would apologize? Shout out Oso in the chat. Appreciate you, sir. Who said that they would apologize? Clear that up for me, Big Blanc. I got to look into this Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk fight. And I was happy for dude, but if I find out he's taking these inhalers in the middle of a fight, the one that I mix, he's bogus. Super bogus. Boom. Oh, Stevie J said he would apologize. Yeah, he said he would. He didn't. Not yet. I ain't seen it. If he did, I ain't seen it. He need to shut his ass up. He been talking too much. Shout out Jonathan said, thank you for another day of great quality content, my dude. I'm on the Cartel watch because it's juicy with the first go round and all the new content for the twins as of late. Salutes to you, man. We appreciate you as of always, bro. Salutes to you. But yeah, Stevie J either got to shut his mouth or say something. But all this in defense shit, everybody defending everybody, and now everybody's quiet, you know. So we'll see what happens. Salute to y'all. Y'all have a great Sunday evening. I will holler at y'all. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna go live is. Something might push it. Like today, I wasn't intending to go live. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be edited and put out. I need to edit the Vitali stuff that we did the other day. I need to put that out in an edited version. I need to put out, there's an old paperwork party that we did on the twins testimony. What else? There's a couple of things that are we got the stuff on Jay-Z and his supposed unalivement of his mistress. We got that alleged. We got that. So there's a bunch of stuff that got to get edited and put out. I'll be cutting this and putting it out, and we'll go live when I can. So again, I appreciate you guys. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. All right, this poll is going to rest. Right now, I'm ending the poll with 23 votes. 39% say he is going to unalive himself. I can't even see the results right here. All right, 39%. Where's my results? Well, I can't see them. I guess with this plugin that I'm using for the comments, I don't get to see the results. But it was 39% to 36% that he was going to prison. 39% believe he will unalive himself. So, that'd be unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's his decision. We shall see. We'll see. Maybe he gets out scot-free. Maybe we underestimated this whole situation. All right. Salutes Oso, Big Blanc. Let me go through the chat real fast before I get out of here. Shout out Eddie Jimenez. Thank you for the Sunday Night Live. Have a great viewing. Have a great evening. Get some rest, bro. I'm going to try. I'm pretty fucking exhausted. Sleep has been, I've been sleep deprived, all right? Shout out Young Jizzle for coming through. 030 North. Felix Reyes, So Much Soul. Jonathan Pantoja, Oso. IB, salutes to y'all. Bobby D, I appreciate you. Let's see. Shout out Rub, we appreciate you for coming through and your insights. Zoraida, per usual, thank you. Dan Sosa from Dirty Jers, salutes to you, bro. Appreciate you. Right, who else we got here? Freeway, we appreciate you coming through. Glad you hit the notification bell. Thank you very much. Big Blanc, always a pleasure, bro. Thank you very much for coming through. Bobby D, salutes. Perfecto J777, thank you, sir, per usual. IB, per usual, appreciate you. 298 Sosa, thank you very much for coming through. Artie Slang, thank you for your insight, I appreciate it. Ivan Levas, thank you. Nathan Wallace, pleasure, as usual, sir. Thank you for your insight. Eddie Jimenez, we appreciate you, bro. Never late, always on time. JFL, we appreciate you coming through with this, with the knowledge, with this deep understanding that J-Lo spanked Diddy. All right, salutes to you. Appreciate you. All right, salutes Daniel for coming in. We appreciate you getting involved in the chat. Thank you, sir. To the bottom. I need to be the tiebreaker. No, the tie was broken. Yeah, I didn't vote, did I? Let me see. What would be my vote? Would he unalive himself or would he go to prison? I don't know that I feel like a guy like him, that narcissistic, always feels like there's a redemption. So I'm going to say for now, we'll vote again later because things seem to be getting worse and worse. I say he's going to prison. That's my vote. All right. Salute to y'all. Y'all have a great night. I appreciate you guys. I will see y'all when I see y'all. Y'all stay tuned. All right. Make sure you jump in the Discord and give a holler, man. You never know what we're talking about in there. All right. With that said, we're going to go out the same way we came in. Y'all have a great night. Peace.
Was she mad at you? If you knew or understood why she loved, realized why she is precious, she important to us. How much she means to the future without her damage is done. You stand accused, the abuser of murdered daughters and sons. Kissed by stars, shadow killer light from afar. Eyesight with a spark, search for what she find in the dark. Small in the frame, big brain, mountain the heart. Good with a secret, no shame, like her, she smart. Maybe inside another life she find us a fine arts, but we ain't born with choices, so she hopeless when life's hard. Lost and alone for naked, live finding a way. Making alliance, be a loyal dog and wait for a day. The corner warned to the street lights, fed to the stay. The curb heard the crosswalk cry as she walked away. The church was hurt, praying she was one they could save. A disappointed system couldn't make her a slave.
If I could get past the day, I'd do it all a different way. I'd give myself half a chance. I wouldn't call the devil out to dance. If I could just catch a break, the difference is that I can make the type of pain that I could take. Yeah, I die before I choose to break.
There she is, I see how you look at her, you wish you could protect her, cause you see something good in her. You see what we all see, there's more than just the hood in her. We can see her greatness and devils trying to shoot at her. Chaos under madness, junkies trying to shoot her up. Old men trying to give her babies, white wolves out to chew her up. She more than just a throwaway, this more than just to shoot 'em up. More than just a poor girl, this cold world is using up. Tragedy, travesty, the murder of her majesty, complete and utter blasphemy, end result catastrophe. Generations wiped out, the future is a casualty. Anything concerning her, I prefer you asking me. Also do it candidly, in a low tone with reverence, or end up in a box standing over you a reverend. She's sacred far as we concerned, this here is a holy place. Big brother, she chose to blow holes to your face.
If I could get past the day, I'd do it all a different way. I'd give myself half a chance. I wouldn't call the devil out to dance. If I could just catch a break, the differences that I can make, the type of pain that I could take. Yeah, I'd die before I choose to break.
Played to an early grave in a game she thought she could play. She might have made it a business to be a business one day, but all that business is finished. No hope for words left to say. No more lessons from mistakes. No graduation day. No getting over the awkwardness of being a teen. No more late nights on the block, pearling blunts for the team. More tears and vigils, more blood stains the streets. More division between the living, cutting flesh for the beef. Vengeance is on the table. This revenge is so sweet. Insatiable is the appetite, awaken the beast. Irrational thoughts and actions make the most sense to me. What's happening is gonna happen. We gon' die, we eat everything, every single motherfucking piece. And even then, no comparison to what you owe me. I have nothing, and only one thing left to gain. I promise I'ma walk you through flames, screaming a name.
If I could get past the day, I'd do it all a different way. I'd give myself half a chance. I wouldn't call the devil out to dance. If I could just catch a break, the differences that I could make, the type of pain that I could take. Yeah, I'd die before I choose to break.
Running away, no one is there, no one to save us, nothing to spare. How can I change what? We landed here, it's not the same sun, this is despair. One of us came up, none of us cared. They want to change up, life isn't fair. It's how we made, huh? Now you aware. It's why you fear us, this why you scared. They over the hilltop, I see them right there. They'll wait for the kill shot, they'll sit and they'll stare. If we got a real shot for us, it's up there. We're hopeless if we stop, they'll kill us right here. Living in death's den, run through the best winds, storming the front gates. Whatever gets us in, whatever gets us over, whatever helps us win, whatever we must do. Rescuing our kids, as long as they get through it, don't matter if we live. God chose to bless you, I'll take all that death gives. I'm into this war in memory of dead friends. Hope of a new way when all of this death ends. Who can we call on? It's me and it's all y'all. We're here by our lonesome, nobody to fall on. Flesh in the dirt, fire to ashes. Fate getting closer every moment that passes. Running away, no one is there, no one to save us, nothing to spare. How can I change what? We landed here, it's not the same sun, this is despair. One of us came up, none of us cared. They want to change up, life isn't fair. It's how we made, huh? Now you aware. It's why you fear us, this why you scared. Show me a safe place, does it exist? It must be a wasteland where nobody lives, that nobody knows of, where nobody's been. Where we at is warfare, every kind you can get. What you can't get is real love and fucking respect. Set up for failure, a life of neglect. If none of us stand up, we'll live with regrets. If we rise, we might die, I call that a good death. What would I live for if I am oppressed? How can I raise up with the world on my chest? Who's gonna save us if you and I rest? They shoot us in cold blood when under arrest. Lock us in cold cells, consider it home now. Cut off from emotion, our feelings are stone now. Our buildings are blown out, the madness is so loud. It's dark and there's no sound, we gotta go now. Running away, no one is there, no one to save us, nothing to spare. How can I change what? We landed here, it's not the same sun, this is despair. One of us came up, none of us cared. They want to change up, life isn't fair. It's how we made, huh? Now you aware. It's why you fear us, this why you scared. The illness is prevalent, natives malevolent. Hunger, starvation now, no hope for a heaven sent. Kiss the babies goodbye, say I love you to wives. Grab your weapons, get your steps in, we gon' ride when it rise. The sun mean what when it's blinding your eyes? Put the wind to your back, leave them facing the sky. Put the pain in the dirt, raise your bloody fist high. Use your brain, do the work, strategize and survive. The rush of the dust up, the thrill of the gun bust, the satisfaction of our reaction when there's no one to help us. The spoils of war, the hunger for more, the passion of how we smashing what we hate through the floor. The rage, the loneliness of dead on the page. To cleanse this land, gotta burn more than just sage. Crush the cage, body and soul unafraid. Kill them all and set them ablaze. No running away, no one is there, no one to save us, nothing to spare. How can I change what? We landed here, it's not the same sun, this is despair. One of us came up, none of us cared. They want to change up, life isn't fair. It's how we made, huh? Now you aware. It's why you fear us, it's why you scared.